Since I was no age, my parents had been taking me to all sorts of weird and wonderful countries. So this poem starts 17 years ago in the Bahamas. And my Scottish grandfather used to live in a community which was almost 100% African Caribbean. So whenever we paid him a surprise visit, the first thing he ever said to me was, "Where did that white baby appear from?" So that's the theme of my first poem. "Where did that white baby appear from?" was the first thing her grandfather said to her 17 years ago. In that prefab cottage on 8 Mile Rock, with that garish yet comfortable island feel. The people there were different. Different skin, different clothes, different voice. Too young to realize that this made her special. Nassau Airport, 4,089 miles from home, wherever home is. Then, on a clunky train carriage in California during the 12th of July, they told her she would be going home so she could go to school. The metallic clatter of the shunting vehicle absorbed any sound of protest. Until that point, she had lived as a foreigner, the special one, the sore thumb. Now she would be normal, at least during term time. At home, in the real world, contentious parades sparked riots. But on that train, she occupied her own world. Emeryville Station, 4,173 miles from home, wherever home is. The summer after, she hung her head out of an overcrowded train in India, breathing in the aromatic air, the swirl of spices marrying with the swelter of the heat. Indian children swarmed out of their classrooms in droves, hoping for a picture with that strange girl. At home, her newfound primary school friends were having birthday parties without her. Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus, 4,363 miles from home, wherever home is. The days turned to years, flitting by like sleepers on the steady rhythm of a train. The 14-year-old found herself in a tumultuous Ukraine. The tickets were booked, insisted father, uprising or no uprising. There were no stars that night, but the city itself shone just as bright. It was also the time of her first confession, transformed from an object of alien fascination to an object of someone else's desire. Lviv, 1,128 miles from home, wherever home is. But nothing can compare to the clinical efficiency of Tokyo, to being shot off in a bullet train, a journey the length of a fleeting dream. Unbounded urban sprawls fused into countryside in the blink of an eye. The person she liked was there, but not that it mattered. He would never want to gouge him. Nishi Napori Eki, 5,869 miles from home, wherever home is. Yet there is always the inevitable return to that place. It clung to you like someone else's gun, sticking you down. The journey's end, where the dreams go to die. Where everyone is the same. Same skin, same clothes, same voice. She could never feel part of this world. Her soul was miles away. By now, she was old enough to realize that she wasn't special. Not here. Grammar school. Only 3 miles from home. And no one ever thinks to ask, where did that white baby appear from? My second poem is an old one from about 3 years ago and is based on the Old Testament character of Lot's wife who got turned into a pillar of salt. Let us cast off our cloaks of righteousness and any facades of obedience. Instead, we will decay in our own enmity, long since removed from any charity. The helmet of our salvation lies cracked at our feet. We reprobate it, along with he who offers it. We can sustain ourselves solely here. for our days are filled with the fodder of pleasures. There was a time that we too dwelt among the faithful, until the time came when our focus changed, lured in by the wares of the world, the time when our only desire was for ourselves, addicted to our own destructive pleasure. Abraham's land could not support our kin. We looked towards the arable lands of the Jordan and the accursed town of Sodom. The outsiders knock on our door. We answer the call. They bring us news of new horizons, of coming damnation and destruction. Get you out of this place, for the Lord will destroy this city. Our time spent here is concluding. Judgments shall soon rain down. From apostasy, those rendered liberty free, unto the new beginnings promised by the Lord. I take unto myself a final, terminal gaze of my condemned home, and thus I exist.